that. Like prioritize having fun. Prioritize doing things that are new, that will light you up, that will create passion and energy.
Here we are.
All right, so we went bouldering for, well, actually it's my first time bouldering.
Yeah, it was your first time.
I've done a lot of rock climbing, and actually thought we were going rock climbing, and then I was like, oh, we're bouldering, there's no ropes here.
Yeah, and this was my second time.
Yep.
So that'd be good, little efficient and effective break during our day. Normally we're always just hustling and 24/7, 365 with all the wonderful and beautiful kind of passion projects that we're a part of, and it was nice to kind of take a break during the day, have some fun, and go on a life adventure like you always talk about.
Yeah, well, and I think it's so important to prioritize time like that. Like prioritize having fun. Prioritize doing things that are new, that will light you up, that will create passion and energy. So many times, I think, especially as in the busy world we live in, you know, and wanting high achievers, people who want to do a lot in their world, and I'm sure if you're watching this you probably do, that I think it's a constant struggle or battle where you get so locked in, or you are like, I need to work harder, I need to do more.
Yeah.
But I think you burn out when you do that. I know I do.
Yeah.
And having
I've been there.
efficient breaks like this where you go do something new. So again, my first time bouldering, and especially because I didn't know we were bouldering, I thought we were rock climbing, and I've done a lot of that with the rope. It was a very different experience. And my first initial thought was, oh shit, like I can't do that.
Yeah.
And then obviously, you know, I'm all about disrupting limiting beliefs, and I was like, yes I can. Like I just need to rethink and go at it with an open mind. And when I first went up some walls, I was like, man, this is way harder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
But you know, he kept pushing me like, okay, so how can you disrupt it? How can you look at it differently? How can you get creative with the way you move your body? And there's so many amazing life lessons learned just from that alone. I mean, there was one wall in particular where at first I was like, no, and let's move on to the next one. Let's go back to the easier level.
I remember.
And after just like, I mean, even just a couple of minutes of like looking at it differently.
Yeah, taking a deep breath, and then
I got it easy. It was just like, I looked at it from a different perspective, from a different angle. I used creativity, and I think that's what I talk about a lot. Like our power of imagination and creativity is literally a superpower. We don't utilize it enough, and the only way to build any muscle or any skill is to work at it. So like prioritize time that you get in your creativity. You live in your imagination, and watch how it impacts your life in such a positive way.
Yeah.
What about you?
For me, and first of all, it was awesome just kind of seeing her work through that. I think in life, whether it be like in our personal and professional lives, you know, we're always challenging each other, and to be able to see her like think about it differently, use her creative kind of, maybe I put my foot this way differently, or like there's not one way of doing things. You can just like step out and like figure it out your own, you know, your own creative way. She was able to do that, so it was just awesome to see her do that. For me, I'm always pushing myself, and sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. I got to be safe in certain times. But for me, there's different levels we learned about today, and there's different colors, but let's say there's 1 through 10, you know. So I just kind of pushed myself to like 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, because I know I can do that, and I think the confidence and the knowing and belief that I can do that really escalated me to like the 3rd, 4th, 5th levels. Also being cautious still, and being mindful, and being careful, but like knowing my capabilities and then pushing those a little bit, always stepping more into my uncomfortable areas of life, or in this situation in certain walls. Really, I think it changes the game, because then if I do that, then that translates to the next thing I do, the call that I'm going to have in an hour, the meeting that I'm going to have tomorrow, all those things. So I'm constantly pushing myself, and it just makes you feel really good. And I think the times where you don't want to climb or do anything in life, those are the times that you should really do it. So those were some of the things that were coming up for me. But yeah, you know, I was able to push myself and make it to the top of the walls in certain extreme levels, but on some of them I was not able to, and that's okay. You know, there's tomorrow, there's next week, there's next month. It's just a game of mastery. Like, let's just keep getting 1% better every day, and just enjoying the process. Like, no matter what happened today, I had fun, and we had a good break.
Yeah, we had a good break.
And then we're gonna get some good food and crush it at work.
So much more inspired to go work harder now, because I feel so much more lit up and alive than before, when we were just like behind a screen for most of the morning. And so I think it's just, again, it's so important to prioritize. Like, don't just find the time, otherwise you'll never find it. Like, prioritize having fun and trying new things and getting out, especially with like human interaction. So many times we live behind screens so much of the time, and I really believe that's what's causing so much of the depression, suicide epidemic. So the more we can prioritize full life experiences with other humans, the better.
All right, so we had fun. So that's a wrap for today, everyone. Remember to always just continue to build some more energy, more resilience in your life. Because as we always say, life's like the ocean.
Yep.
There's always going to be waves.
Always.
The good news is that you can learn how to surf, people.
Yes, that is the energy, that is resilience. That's the daily practice patterns, habits, behaviors that we talk about. It's like how to get back up on the surfboard when life maybe throws you another wave. And so you continue to always disrupt doubt and fear and any sort of limiting belief so that you can step into and become the hero of your own life story.
That's right.
And thank you again for tuning in, guys. We love hearing from you, so please leave a comment below. Let us know what you do on a daily basis to create more energy and resilience in your life and how you disrupt doubt and become the hero of your own life story. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to help in any way we can. That's why we do these videos.
Yeah, we love y'all.
Yeah, it's all to create an awesome community. We all support each other, empower each other. So comment any sort of question or anything that came to mind as you watch this video, and share this video with anybody that you think really might be able to utilize it, or it might help them in their life. You never know, like sometimes people share a video with me and it literally, that one video like changes my whole day, maybe even my whole life, because I learned something or I implemented something. So I think there's so much importance in, like, we need to share more things so we can spread the love, share the inspiration. And until next time.
Until next time, everyone.
We'll see you soon.
Cheers.